The 23rd, I'm not sure, it's a Thursday of August, and we're just about to put off the mooring. We're going to head out and see where we can go, but the sky is not as good as they said it'd be. Just hope Dave's ready to go over there. As we are. Are you ready? Good girl. Just pulled away from the mooring, and we haven't put our heading on yet. We're in 2.8 metres. Tide's going out. We've been going out for nearly an hour now. So we've gone over the bar about spot on 2 hours after. Dave's just finishing up. He'll be right behind me. He's bound to catch me up with his motor. So we're just going slow. Hopefully once we go round the corner, the wind's coming from head on now, but the minute we go round the corner I should better put the sails up and go man go. Well, there's a little bit more wind than advertised. And it is more westerly than they said, and it's going to be a pig, when I get up to the buoy, it's going to be a pig to try and change angle to go out. Dave just tried for his engines, but couldn't hack it. He's gone back on his motor. They say I'm doing terrible at the moment. I don't know what's happening. I'm going to have to attack, definitely. I just had to get up and start the engine. The fucking tender on the back of there in this wave are fucking killing me. They're really crippling this boat. So I'm trying to go upwind on the Bideford bar, literally in the wind, and it's a strong wind and the waves, and I just cannot. That tender is a fucking pain. Never again. It can stay back. I can't cut it free. It's fucking 400 quid's worth.
I started the engine. I couldn't turn. That tender's killing me.
Well, we've got clear of the bar, so now I'm doing a little bit of zigzagging, engines off, and I'm waiting for Dave to catch up. And we're off the bar, as I said. I don't know if you can see it on the screen, but we got no fear now. We can go straight out round Baggy Point, and when we go round the top there, we'll be going downwind more, and we can head up for Woody Bay, Ilford Combe, and Watermouth Bay. Just going across Baggy Point and going across the front of Croyd. We've just come across Croyd, and as you can see, the state of the sea is you've got a 10-15 foot swell again now. Yeah, that might have been a little bit more than 10, but there you go. But it changes as you come across different bits of land underneath you. So this isn't the wind creating this. This is the slight wind we got, which is 10 mile an hour, but it's against the tide, so it's what we call wind over tide, and any land underneath with that can get choppy. I've starting to overtake Dave now. What I've done, I put my sail over the other side because we're in light winds. I thought I'd try that, and it seems to be working. The boat's pointing better in the direction we want to be heading, and that's it. We're going where, in actual fact, we're going more out to sea than what we want to go. I can actually turn more along the coast. So these travellers on the back of your boat, anybody don't use them, they are well worth using. There's a lovely bit of coastline for you. Just off Baggy Rocks, that is. Well, Baggy Rocks is just off of there. Now, one would think that's funny. Normally I would say my boat is faster than Dave's, but every now and then, certain sea states, certain headings into wind, and Dave's flies by me. It's unbelievable. But I don't ever, this type of sea now, I can feel my tender snatching every couple of seconds like that, and that is really holding me back. So in future I'll have to get a lighter tender. But I didn't expect it to be like this out here today. It was nice, meant to be, well, wind over tide, you can never tell what it's going to be, even in light wind. But there you go. Good fun anyway. There's Woolacombe coming in the sight, and there's one hang glider, two hang gliders. Or is it a paraglider? It looks like a paraglider. Parachutes, rags. Well, the wind has just decided to have a blow, and with that tender on our back, I'm having a job keeping her in the wind. I'm actually being turned up towards Dave, whether I want it or not. Unbelievable how that has picked up from next to nothing to that. That is, I just don't know. I'm just being turned in the wind. I'll have to try and reef the sails a little bit, well, let the sail out a little bit and get a little bit more control. But as I say, there's no rush. There's two, you might, I don't think you will, two paragliders up on Woolacombe. And it's getting a nasty bastard. Of course I got iron off the bloody rudder. I need to stop the filming, back to sailing. Well, it's 10 to 11. We just had that blow. The boat was leaning over bloody 40 degrees, and I was hugging and gripping and trying to hold her in line. And then now the two paragliders have landed. Whether that caught them off guard, I don't know, but it blew like hell out here for a while. And now it's practically gone calm, and I'm going so slow now the GPS ain't even taking a reading. So I've gone to landmarks, and if you watch the buoy with the land behind it, I'm just using my best tack angle, which is there, and I'm actually making headway around it. So as long as we're moving, I'm not worried. We're not going onto the shore, and that's all that matters. In a bit, the tide will change, and then we've got the tide taking us out of Woolly Bay. No wind, but we'll live with that. Well, we can't moan. The wind's dropped down to maybe 2-3 mile an hour, or knots, very slow. And I am actually making headway against the tide, but at the moment it's sort of next to nothing. Well, it is now just gone 1:30. As we crack round the corner over there, across the front of Woolacombe there, it was 11:30, and then we had that bit of a blow, and then it went lulled. Well, it's still gone lulled now, but we're banging about, and there's a slight breeze, which is from behind, but we're just banging about, and this tender is driving me out the wall. I need a longer rope on it. So as soon as I hope to, I want to get a longer rope, put about 100 yards on it, so it's miles away from me. Well, that's 2.5 hours so far going across the Woolacombe, and the tide should be easing off about now, but it'll be stopped dead in 10 minutes time. Well, that's over 2.5 hours now, just crossing Woolacombe. Gliders haven't been back in the air again, so they couldn't have been enjoying it today. But I'm enjoying it out here. Dave's still on about the same distance ahead over there. Can't see him now because his sails ain't in the sunlight. But I've decided to goose wing it downwind. It's well, now I'm not goose winging it. That's because I lost concentration with the fucking camera again. You fly in, camera, no go. It'll take 2 seconds to get it back over. But goose wing now all the way up until I get attacked straight into Woody Bay. On autopilot for a bit. We're going up to Lynmouth, or just short of Lynmouth, there. And you can see how far we've come against the tide, so now we're with the tide. We're doing 3.7 knots now. So I'm not sure how far Lynmouth is away because I haven't got that on my GPS. But I can imagine it's about 4 miles. So it's going to take 3 knots. Only an hour and a half. Wait and see. Cup of tea time and a sandwich. Well, the GPS is saying another 2.5 hours to get to Woody Bay. So I thought I'd make myself feel at home. And now you know how does an old sailplane pilot sail his boat. Makes you feel right at home. Up on Woody Bay now, sideways over there. There's Dave right in the corner. I don't know if you can see him. He's in between the 2 houses, directly down underneath them. So I've just got to time when to put the thing on autopilot and grab all the sails down and start the motor. So it's just a matter of working that out for myself any minute. But I'm not going to be there for a few minutes yet. Surprising how long it takes. We're in and get the fuck out of there. That is not safe to be that close in. No way. No fucking way. I am getting out. Dave's got a fucking great big anchor. All I got is a jibby. I got a stone, but if I put that down I never get a cunt up and I'm too close to go getting it up and allowing for drifting while I'm getting it up. Like I just did. More fucking sea to go out into, but who gives a fuck? I'd rather be out there like this with this boat than it anchor in there. This is fucking one mother fucking wind up. I am going to hope to and go whatever fucking way I can, as long as I'm going away from the shore. I need to get off of here. Look at these fucking things, 18 foot high. Oh, look at that, mother. And yet my baby goes over it so neatly. Fucking hell. You're welcome to that. These ain't made for anchoring. I'd never make it to Ilfracombe now. I should have went in there when I thought of it. What a pig. Next move now, we're going out of Woody Bay, as you can see. And we just missed the rocks there, getting off the anchor. But we're now headed out into the middle of the Bristol Channel, where we'll spend the night. I'll get into the middle of the channel, and I'll hope to put the running lights on, and we'll sit out there asleep all night, and hopefully we'll be heading home on the opposite tack to this. I've got these little lights here. They can be seen from all round the boat, and they run for 100 hours, these little things, and it saves me running my boat lights. So I believe in playing safe. You can see them from all round. There's one goes out of sight, the other one comes in the sight. And there's one on the back side, obviously. So, here you go. It's red underneath the clouds. It's supposed to be a nice day tomorrow as well, so hopefully we're heading out now into the middle of the channel. Per se, as the sun goes down. Lyra's on deck with me. It's a pretty calm evening. And we've got a nice cup of tea. And to drag the hours out, we've got a pot of tea in there. Nice pot of tea. So, we'll run away from Woody Bay. Rain will push it from below. 2 little rays of sun. And how that tree will grow. 3 little words like I love you are needed every day, and 4 little smiles will help it on its way. Just to let you see how I spend my evenings when I'm out here alone. In a minute I'll finish this cup of tea, crack out a can of beer, and then I shall have a sing-song to my heart's content. And I got all night, and I got no neighbours to disturb. I love it, life is fantastic. Notice it's gradually going to spin round. But there we go, it is getting late at night now. There's a lovely crescent moon. Richard know the name of that one. It's a crescent, but I'm not sure waxing or waning. Waning, I think. Some lovely clouds out there. And it is warm air, thank God. I put the lights on. A thought just occurred to me. Why didn't I put one on the bottom? And then it would have been shining down into the deck here as well. You can see it shines all round. But one on the bottom would have been handy, shining in here. But never mind, we managed. We only sit here in the dark on the instruments anyway. So, good night for now. Well, it's 12:30. I've had 2 cans of beer. I'm on my 3rd one. The boat's on all out. It's going on its own. It's taking me back along the track. I was on the way out. And that's it. It's 12:30. I'm just going along across in front of Ilfracombe now. So I'm hoping I can get up and round that corner before the tide stops, because if the wind changes like they say it is, and the tide stops and reverses, I should still be able to fight the tide to get back to home port for the morning. But I'll have to do that myself, the boat can't do that. Which you can once I've set her on course, but in the dark it's easier to let the instruments do it. As I say, life's a lot easier in the dark with instruments. The boat brought us down. As you can see, it brought us down, and then it messed us about a bit. I tried to get home on that downward tack below where the boat is there, but couldn't do nothing, so I put it on eve 2, and then the tide changed, and now we're going back up the river. We've got to wait for one more tide to turn and take us home tonight. 12 o'clock, well, 12 hours out again now, until the tide turns and the wind changes again. Fingers crossed we get in on that one. Otherwise we're out here for another one. Well, tide is lulled now, and I'm just making my way back towards home now. So I need to get round that corner and then down. We should do it, no trouble at all. Fingers crossed. But it's a very fine. It'll get better as the tide picks up. Well, we've got 11 point some odd miles to go to run down across Woolacombe and Croyd and into our bay, and 11 miles at 2.6 or 2.5, you're talking 5 hours. That'll be gone 3. We'll be on the return tide again. So I've got the motor running, and I'm going to see if we can have an hour on the engine and see what we can get. But you can't see Dave coming down anywhere. He'll be very slow. He'll be on his motor all the way. But this shows you how you can get caught out. I've got to get in tonight, the 2 dogs. So just how long can we fuel last? I got a 6-hour run in from Lundy once, so we'll wait and see. I just lost it too much now. I've gone trying to work the camera and save again. You can't do it. Right, let's get a decent heading and a bit of speed. That's where I'm going, and that's where I'm pointing. There's Woolacombe over there, and that's where I'm going. Well, that's where I'm heading. That's where my track is. I'm going out by Woolacombe. I've passed one, and I've just got past Woolacombe Bay, and I'm just going across the front of Croyd now. But in about 2 hours the tide's going to turn, and without any wind I'm just going to get back up the river. So I'm heading for a spot that I call 2 Boys, and there's 2 buoys over there. I'm going to grab hold of them. They're down current, so I'm going to grab hold of them and I'm going to sit on them, and when the tide turns I can sit there until about 2.5 hours before high water and then get in. And I've used 5 litres of fuel so far, coming in from right out where I was this morning, but I was at a funny angle, So here we go, there's Dave. Dave's down. Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do. He ain't going to keep his engine running, never. But I'll give you a bit more video when I grab the boys and I'm parked up. For now, thank God we're in. Well, I got down to this buoy, fishing buoy that nobody's on. I put my sails away, tidied all my kit up, put everything away, sorted all the petrol out, topped the tank back up, so it'll just be one quick run home now. And another hour and we can head for over the bar. Probably go in now, but I've got nowhere to go, so I'll go in early. So I see Dave's at the top there waiting to go in. And that'll be so end of another nightmare night. There's Lundy, you can see it looks so close today. High tide is 9:30 tonight, so I'm hoping to go in about 7 o'clock. Got another hour to get to the bar and go over it. That's about 2.5 to 3 hours before high water. And it's on a 9-1 tonight. Well, the last time I came in over the bar and there was no wind like this, there was a lovely swell. So I'll see if I can get and play with it again today. I'm on the engine zone, no sails at all, so it should be fun. And I'll see what it's like when I get there. And the sweet, sweet spring, I love you to message from above. There's a boat already lining up, going in. Let's see if the swell builds up. Coming back onto the bar from the opposite side, which I went out on. And that was one mother of a trip. But it looks pretty flat calm in there today. Doesn't seem to be any surf line even. Well, because there's a little bit of wind. That's unusual. It's just as well I got these navigators because I can't see the boys for the life of me. For looking. Oh, there's one in there. But no, see, I said I can't see them, now I can. There's one in there, right in there. That's the inside one. There should be another one about here. And there's the outside one up there. But they're so hard to see, I'd rather just come in on the navigator. And there's a buoy right in front of me, look, on the navigator. See, as you come in near the bar now, across the front, you see the swell starts to build up here. Because of the land coming up underneath, the water must do the same as the wave in the sky. Gotta go up and over. There's the outside buoy, and the other next buoy in is right in front of us there. I could go straight over now, but if I go on same as I come off, I'm in no rush to get in because I got nowhere to land when I get in there. Unless I go up on the deep water mooring, which I could do, I'll make mine up when I get in there. There's the swell. Nothing today. I'm surprised. But it might be because there's this little bit of following wind. It's nothing to come in on the sails with. It feels more because I'm actually going into it as well. Not a bad old ride over the Bideford Buoy today. 4.6. When you say 4.6, that's like you're still talking 14 foot. So even on a rough old day, 14 foot would do you. Coming back on the buoy line now, and there you can see the angle we took. We join up with our route that we took going out yesterday. I will add, coming over today with just the engine on. The other engine there is all primed up, fuel's turned on and she's all ready to start. Just in case. You never know. But I know it's calm today, but things can pretty go wrong quickly. I'll take it from me. Bit like these nights getting late early now. Well, there you go. I won't film any more I'm going to join up with my line going out, and I'll go back in on the same route, and all bar those couple of little bends there what we had when we were sailing. So I had hell with the tender, but now we're going back in, get on the mooring, and I'll follow the same route in as I took out. Thank you for watching. Talk about beaches being empty. Here's one of the sand dunes that I fly, and that is fantastic flying. Trouble is, I got like a mile and a half, 2 more walk to get out here with a trolley. And by the time you get all your grub and your tea, it's not nice on your own. So we're in anyway now. We've come in. We followed the boys in, play safe. But Lyra, my little collie, likes coming up on the deck. Don't you, Lyra? When we're coming round Lighthouse Point and heading for home. She's a lovey-dovey. Won't be long now, another 20 minutes. Now why is it this motor is so slow, but when I get to that buoy, you watch that buoy go screaming by and I can't catch it. So, God knows what this engine plays at. Point. And there's the dunes running all up there. And there's another bridge here that would take some of this. A small one, but it's flyable. 2 boats going out, they're going to be great.